A Beaumont attorney has teamed up with a Lufkin law firm to represent a burn victim injured in the Georgia Pacific plant fire in Corrigan last Saturday. They tell our Michelle Reed that they are concerned about several key things they found in an expert investigation yesterday, citing possible legal action against several third-party companies and a temporary restraining order against Georgia Pacific. Michelle joins us now with all this new information.
Christelle, Lufkin attorney Mike Love told me about an hour ago that the expert investigation he and Beaumont attorney Jane Leager hosted has revealed that the fire had actually started earlier than reported and was going on for some time before the explosion happened. The fact that has prompted the family of Kenneth Morris, a 58-year-old maintenance employee, to propose legal action with the attorney's help. Meanwhile, Leager told me that they have not filed any litigation just yet, but could depending on further investigation.
Mr. Morris is in very serious condition. He's got burns over about 42% of his body, and we are very much concerned about him and his recovery at the moment.
Lufkin attorney Mike Love says that despite his expert investigation revealing very limited information, it's clear at this point that the fire started in a different part of the plant, blazing for some time. Beaumont attorney Jane Leager adds it's a fact that could lead to a lawsuit from their client Kenneth Morris.
Plan on filing a lawsuit for our client based on what we learned yesterday. Of course, we were allowed to go in and do an examination and inspection of the area, but much of the equipment involved is duct work that is installed up near the roof.
A factor that is playing a part in the halted discovery of the real reason the fire that injured 7 employees, including 4 critically, even happened. Jane wants to stress that they haven't drafted a lawsuit just yet, and if they do, it will only be against third-party companies that made equipment inside the plywood mill that caught on fire. Jane says the lawsuit is not against Georgia Pacific.
We have not started drafting the lawsuit because we weren't even aware of who the potential third parties may be until yesterday.
Love adds he thinks it's still too early to file a lawsuit.
We are currently looking at all the systems in place, the dust system, the fire suppression systems, and the baghouse itself to determine exactly what did happen to cause the explosion.
Mike and Jane did both agree that Georgia Pacific has been more than cooperative in their investigation, but they both say a temporary restraining order has been drafted against the company if the attorneys feel GP is not properly preserving the scene or evidence. Live in the studio, Michelle Reed, KTRE, East Texas News 9.